Hello and welcome back to Pokémon Reborn. When we last left off, we were dealing with school drama all over again. Now it's time to carry on through the halls of the Onyx Academy of Excellent Information, and we're gonna see what's going on. And here we go, we've taken this door and it's led to unlocking the gate back to the Poké Center, which means we're not gonna have to do a massive loop around the whole school to heal after every battle, which is going to be excellent. So, everyone else didn't do anything, huh? Guess it's up to me! It is indeed up to you, youngster Trey. Let's see what you can bring to the table. A Rattata. What a wonderful Pokemon. Unfortunately, cannot compete with my bag of rubbish here. Robert is the bomb. The sludge bomb, to be exact. And there we go, Rattata's down. Can Shellos deal with us in any more of a way? I'm not... I should do like a minute's test. I should do a minute's speaking gibberish into a microphone before recording any videos, just so that I don't have this first shaky minute of speaking nothing but gibberish when I start recording videos. But either way, the Shellos is down. Robert is raising through the ranks. He's becoming a very powerful bag of rubbish indeed. I'm quite pleased with his acid spray sludge combo. I think it's... you know, it very much sort of ramps up the offensiveness very quickly. If he can stay alive for 2 moves, which isn't difficult for him to do, then he's just a wrecking ball. Miley Cyrus has nothing on him, and Darumaka, who I very much like, especially the evolution, who's... oh my god, come on, names! I know the names! Trust me, I do know the name, I just can't remember it right now. I'm gonna blurt it out in like 5 minutes time, just you wait. Yes, his evolution, I think, is a cutie patootie. I think that in Generation 5 there was a bit in the game where you could get a very unique version of it that had a different ability that caused it to turn into a statue on half health. That was the weirdest special version of a Pokemon I'd ever seen, because it was just literally nowhere near as good as just the regular version. The regular version, I believe, has an ability called Moxie, which just makes it do more damage after making a Pokemon faint. So if you can set one up to be very powerful, then they become amazing sweepers. Knock out one well, if you set one up to be very fast, is what I meant by there, because they're already powerful. And there we go. Mankrik is ready. I can't get any of these questions. I guess I have to read up. I think the answers are in the books around the school, even just the ones lying on the floor. Such a mess. Oh, what questions are these? I've done Pokemon schools and games before. Oh. They've never asked me for this one. Let's take a wild guess. 419. Nope. What level does Starmie learn? 419. Amazingly not. Never mind.
Tee-hee-hee, do you think you're ready to battle us?
Alright, you candy-holding arcade star. Ooh, Natu. He's a very pretty bird. And at least I know that his evolution is called Xatu. See, I do know Pokemon names. And then, of course, the third evolution, Zazu, who consults lions. Or advises lions. Consults is like the opposite of what he does. Anyway, the point of this battle is that poor old Mankrik was not well suited to this. I feel bad for my little fuzzy pig monkey because he's still doing damn well. I'm proud of him. I'm very proud of him. But yeah, I feel bad because I set up a focus energy and then the Xatu used Lucky Chan. At least I think so. I think that's what happened. I now can no longer remember. Maybe I'm just inventing that and that didn't even happen, but I'm pretty sure that's what just happened there. You might wonder how I don't know what's going on despite the fact that I'm literally watching the footage right now and talking over it, but that is just what my attention span is like. I'm just too busy trying to form complete sentences to actually see what's going on the screen in front of me. Now, that Torchic has the hidden ability Speed Boost, which is awesome. I used to have a Speed Boost Torchic. I got X and Y back when, you know, when it was new and that event Pokemon was coming out. Again, event Pokemon. Why do you do this, Game Freak? It's... but yeah. So I completed X and Y, I got all my awesome Pokemon, and then I just sat around not really doing much of anything. Had a few online battles, but your display of battling prowess far exceeds ours. But, oh, moves that never miss, that's like Swift and Aerial Ace, right? But yeah, as I was saying, okay, right? finished Pokemon X and Y, had all these cool Pokemon, including the event Pokemon, and then I just did nothing for ages. I really fancied playing it again, you know, I wanted to play Pokemon again, but I don't have the Pokebank. I don't think I'll ever get the Pokebank. Step into your ancestry skills. But I wanted to play again, so I said goodbye to all my rare Pokemon, because the way I see it, as cool as they were, I was never going to use them online anyway. I don't think I'd ever use a Blaziken online. Blaziken is powerful, especially with Speed Boost. I think he's so powerful he's banned by Smogon University. But Blaziken just ain't my thing, so there was no particular reason for me to have these Pokemon, so as much as it might make some of you cringe to hear it, I did indeed just start X and Y again, so I can play through the story again, and sayonara to my amazing, unique Torchic. If I ever want a Speed Boost Blaziken, I'll just go on Pokemon Showdown, you know, it's no big deal. I mean, a few years ago, I was all about the Pokemon endgame. You pass! You know, I would play through the game, and then I'd build up a team, breed a team. I went through, you know, I did all that IV breeding, all that egg move breeding. I was patient. It took me literally 70 hours to breed a full team of 6 because I was really crap at breeding, and it would take like 100 eggs just to get a good Pokemon of what I was after. Some of these are really tough, but the necessary to answer for anyone who wants to try Ferinia. Cool. But yeah, as I was saying, right? So I did all the breeding, I made my amazing teams, and I battled online, and I enjoyed that. I really did. But it sort of made me feel trapped, in the sense that I could never start my Pokemon game again unless I got another Pokemon game to laboriously trade all of my Pokemon to, or in this case, the Pokemon Bank, which I am just not nearly employed enough to just throw away money for that on. And, so yeah, I felt trapped in this endgame where all I could do was play matches online, or, you know, play against the Pokemon Tower, or whatever was going on in the Black and White endgame. And indeed the X and Y endgame. I can't even remember what X and Y had. I think it was that. It was a place. You went to a place and battled AI trainers. That's what we did. But anyway, trapped in the endgame. Really fancy playing the game again, because, you know, there's a different kind of satisfaction to starting a Pokemon game again, leveling up a team and getting through the story, you know, seeing that sort of progression. Like, you start off with a team of cute little guys that evolve into big tough guys. That's a different kind of satisfaction than owning noobs online, you know? So I wanted to do that again. So I just decided that I had proven to myself that I had the patience to breed Pokemon teams and battle legitimately, as it were. But now I've decided that I'm just going to play Pokemon games for the single-player experience. And if I ever fancy multiplayer battles, there are so many tools online now for me to just do that. And it may not feel as rewarding to just type up a bunch of Pokemon on a spreadsheet rather than breed them yourself, but at the same time, the rewarding feeling of breeding Pokemon yourself isn't quite worth the 70 hours every time you want to make a new team, so never mind. So yeah, this is what I'm all about these days. I'm all about playing through a Pokemon game where you go through a story and overcome challenges, and again, I must say that even though I'm still not sold on the dark, gritty nature of this game, I do like that it is a sort of challenging, not ridiculously unfair so far, but challenging game where I have to build and progress a team. I think that's really cool. So if there are more games of this type... Oh, you mean the Gate Key? That Gate Key. If there are more games of this type, I'll happily play them. So far, my single-player Pokemon experiences are just sort of playing through the main games again and making it arbitrarily difficult for myself so that it's actually a challenge. Which, usually means all grass-type teams. Although, these days I'm so good at that it's actually... I actually do better on all grass-type runs than I do on runs where I'm just making a full complete team that can cover all bases. Not one to brag, but if I was a gym leader, I would so be a grass gym leader. There's no contest. I have literally been enamored with the grass type since Gen 1, and they weren't even that good in Gen 1, but nope, grass is in my heart, and not in that way. Oh, those dumb kids can't do anything right, can they? Look, Huffbuh, really, don't take it personally. You're just a loser, plain and simple. So really, by not letting you embarrass yourself in our gym, I'm doing you a favor. And you won't even thank me, but it's fine. I got you, now just turn around, go home, and leave. Yeah, I didn't really think you'd be smart enough to listen to me. Fine, have it your way, man. Oh, Fern, are you about to learn a lesson about being a dick to me? I don't know why he's got it in his head that I'm not worthy, because from the moment I first met him, I've been better than him. I defeated him the first time. I was instrumental to beating those 2 meteor grunts the first time. Well, the second time. The first time was instrumental to our failure, but the point is, Fern sucks. Like, he brings shame to grass-type trainers. Like, I've just said that in my playstyle, playing a Pokemon game by myself, I love the grass-type. I would train an old grass-type team, and I've done it many times now. This guy, he just doesn't deserve to be in the elite grass-type club. He does not have what it's all about. This sort of aggressive jerk nature, that's not grass-type. We're a patient, kindly folk, are we? But unfortunately, his Lombre absolutely demolished my Lombre, which is kind of embarrassing, but I hold no ill will to Rita. I mean, he had, what was it, secret power or special power or something, whereas poor old Rita, her move pool is just not where it needs to be right now, so hopefully she'll learn some good stuff soon. Or at least I'll get like an Ice Beam TM and a Surf TM and a Thunderbolt TM and an Energy Ball TM, and then my moveset is complete. Or swap out one of those for Rain Dance. So then again, my Lombre has Water Dish rather than Swift Swim, so Rain Dance isn't going to be that important to poor old Rita. But never mind. The point is now that Wesley is here, it's Nature Power, not Secret Power. So I hope that means that in the next 3 levels, Rita's going to learn Nature Power, because Tri-Attack is nothing to be waggling your finger at. Unfortunately, Wesley couldn't bring it home, but I'll tell you who can. This little bag of rubbish right here. Now, unfortunately, that was actually a well-used Super Potion, but that was a bad time to swap out. So there you go, Servine. What are you going to do? Well, there you go, Leech Seed, that's my absolute favourite move. Fern knows a trick or two. But, oh, and look at that. The amazing RNG, the great luck. Servine's going down one way or the other. So, just an... Oh, Fern, you want to call me a bad trainer, and you do shit like that? That was the worst growth I've ever seen. You knew you weren't going to get another attack in on Servine. You knew it was do or die. This guy. Good to see you again, Lombre. I believe it's time to coat you in acid and then spray sludge all over your weak and exposed eyeballs. How do you feel about that? You feel furious about that and you want to scratch it up. Okay, that's fine. But make sure you don't rip open the bag, because you don't want rubbish all over your little claws. That's going to be gross. Come on, Robert. See, this is what I mean. Robert is a powerhouse if he gets a turn to set up. Acid Spray plus Sludge is a beautiful combo. Don't actually think you're special, do you? You don't actually think you're special, do you? Because I think I'm pretty much proving at this point that you're not. Your sister Florinia, she is amazing. I know you like to make fun of her, but she's great. I hope Florinia's character doesn't vanish after we've beaten her as a gym leader, because I do actually like her quite a lot. I mean, she's a fellow grass trainer, I can't not like her. Present company excluded, but you're not truly a fellow grass trainer. You are just a jerk who happens to have grass-type Pokemon. There's a huge difference. And of course, the thing about Ratty Boy that you have to remember is that since evolving into Raticate, his offensive power is on par with Mankey, so he has got some punch behind him now. Some sucker punch, one might say, except for the fact that I used Hyper Fang, but there you go. Roselia, you couldn't do a darn thing. This ain't over. Thanks for the money, honey. You're infuriating. Really? You think you're so cool just because you're doing the whole gym league thing, huh? No. You know what? 2 can play at that game, Huffbuh. If a second-rate trainer like you can do it, then I won't have any problem sweeping the Reborn League. I should thank you, Huffbuh. But I'm not going to. I've got things to do. Later, loser. I don't know why this guy is so enraged by my existence. Like, I've never antagonized him. He's so invested with the idea that I'm shit, but what have I ever done to deserve that? Anyway, video's over. Bye!